Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gaming by Geeks channel. My name's Adam and I'm back with episode 3 of my OpenTTD FIRS series. So as you may remember, if you watched the previous episode, if you haven't, please go back, watch episode 1 and 2 so you're all caught up. But we just did this little passenger network here and got that up and running, and they were fine. I got a little bit of a mail problem, maybe up at Rodhatton-on-Sea, but other than that, it's all running good. I like the fact they're called Rodhatton-on-Sea. They're not on sea, they're on the river. Never mind, doesn't matter. What I was going to do next was, if you remember rightly, I had this hotel here that's getting food from 2 different places, and I would like to also get some alcohol going there. And there was this distillery here, so I need to get him some fruit. So it's fruit in, alcohol out. No supplies of any form needed there. This farm here is not a fruit farm. That's not a fruit farm either. So do we have any fruit farms nearby? Oh, no, that's not a fruit farm. Ah, that's a fruit farm there. Fruit and piggies. That's not too bad, right? Yeah, that's doable, isn't it? Just scroll down, see if there's any around here. No, that'll do. That's close enough. So, railway. And yes, I'm going to stick with railways. What's going to be the best route? Should I go around? Presumably I'm going to want to stay on this side. Yeah, because I'm going to there. Maybe I'll go around Liverdale City. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to want 2 tracks. Don't want much more than that. 5, I'm sure will be plenty. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. And that one can go straight like that, and then the alcohol can come out sort of this way, like that sort of thing. Right, so let's get the fruit going first. So that's up to here. Let's take a left. Where is it? Up here. Now we're going to need a little bridge over this river. That's fine. Should we put the station this side or the far side? Don't want to do that. Now, do I want to bridge this gap? Is that a thing? Yeah, why not? Anything we can do to stop the trains going up and down unnecessarily, I think is going to be wise, isn't it? And we'll do the same here. No reason why that orientation, just did it. There's no reason for it. I have got 2 tracks though, because if I want to up production, farms do accept farm supplies, so I can have a farm supplies in platform. There we go, that's all joined up, isn't it? So let's get you a depot even. Let's get you a train. Now, I've got diesels now, let's have a look at these in comparison. So the SH8P is my train of choice. It's got the most power and it's a little bit cheaper than the others, believe it or not. So how does that compare to others? So power, 1622. Ooh, okay. So the Hendry's less powerful, but obviously considerably cheaper to run. The UU37, that's more powerful and cheaper to run than the steam train. So that's got to be worth it, isn't it? And fruit. Fruit is that a goods van? Yes, it is, isn't it? Fruit, there it is. So let's get a bunch of them. Refit it to fruit. And tell it to go to there. Let's get it going. I'll tell it to go to there. I don't see that being a problem. The question is, how much fruit is he going to have on one trip? Let's fast forward him. Wait till he comes back. So we've got 123 tons of fruit, 133. That's probably going to go up again by the time he gets there. Is it? Yeah, 142. And he only takes 117. I don't think I'm going to need to up production. So that's good. So that's him successfully going to be able to take a full load of fruit every time. Now we need to get the alcohol out of here and down to the hotel. So how do I do that is the big question. Do I have it come in from this side? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Maybe a little short on platforms because he's going to generate passengers plus passengers from Tillywell. So this could become quite a busy station. So I may have to merge the two food lines into one platform. Alcohol can come in another, and in a third one for passengers. We'll worry about passengers a little later though, because I don't have that issue right now. I'm not going to bother with taking passengers immediately. That's not going to work, is it? I don't like trains going up and down. I don't know if you've noticed. I like to keep them level, and it just makes things a bit easier. It stops them from slowing down all the time. In fact, what I can do is, let's take this third platform here. And what I'm going to do is have this guy. Oh, yeah, the more diesel options, the better. So let's see if he comes out anywhere good. Wunderbar, that's better. Rather than him going up a hill and then up a bridge and back down again, he just goes nice and flat and then only up the once at the tunnel exit. So that makes more sense to me. And then join him up like that. Excellent. So, new train. And the Floss, was that the more powerful of the three? It was, wasn't it? Obviously, reliability is pretty low. And running costs are still exactly the same. Just has a lot more horsepower and a higher top speed. Oh, did the running costs just change on that? It did. Never mind, doesn't matter. I'll stick with my UU. It's got the better reliability, and now that I've got one, the reliability will only increase as well. So we'll stick with that. Alcohol is a fluid, so I'm guessing it's oil tanker. Yep, alcohol. So let's go with the full 5. refit to alcohol. Ooh, that was free. Usually costs a little bit, but I guess there's no real physical change. It's just a tanker, isn't it? You just fill it up with whatever fluid is necessary. Now this guy, he's not going to have anything on the first run or even the second run unless a fruit train hurries up and gets here. So sending the woods, I'm going to tell him to get a full load. There's my Hendry. It's now a permanent thing rather than just a trial. Right, so let's see how much alcohol do we get from, I can only assume was a full load of fruit. About 60,000 litres. That's not a huge amount. This can take like 270,000 litres. I wonder if a second train is going to be needed for the fruit farm. I mean, I haven't even given it the any farm supplies yet to increase production, and he's already, you know, it's already too much. Maybe a second train would be helpful, I guess. Let's make a second track. It will speed up just about everything as well, so it's definitely something that is going to be helpful. Just want to make these roughly the same. Okay. And a little bridge up. And girder bridge up and over. Can I sneak past that area? I can. Excellent. Not too worried about that. And what I really would like would be, for again, as usual, I want trains to be on their own individual tracks as long as possible. So I'm going to run the track over this side, all the way down. Do that and that. Oh, not too much. That's too much. Don't want too much. And remove the join in the middle. There we go. So they've got their own platforms all the way until the end when they have to deposit. I can clone him. Now I'm going to let it go a little bit because there's not going to be a full amount there just yet. Oh, there almost is. So let's just give that a minute. There we go. Now, oh, typical. Bad. That was terrible timing. I waited too long, and that other train had decided to change tracks. Oh well, doesn't matter too much. He'll take this one. Then when he gets to the platform at the other end, this one will be released, and he'll have enough as well. So that's fine. Then the train that's just leaving the distillery will take the alternate track, which was the original one, of course, and then they'll be happy on their own tracks. What I should also do is make sure they're both set to full load. Otherwise we could end up with some weird timing like you just saw, where one train ends up with next to nothing on it. That wasn't too bad, but just to make sure, it should be okay, but just to help it out. and that's also going to keep, obviously, the distillery absolutely pumped full of fruit, and therefore keep this train here with his, what was it, 270,000 litres of alcohol, which is a lot, let's face it. Very happy, or a bit happier I should say. See, look, he's out. There should be another one coming in any moment. No, he's still there, he's still waiting. Doesn't matter, it'll all be fine. So that's now alcohol coming in at Tillywell Bar, Grill and Rooms. So next up would probably be passengers, which I can imagine would be eventually quite a lot as Tillywell starts to expand. It will start to get quite a few, and because at the minute it's just a few houses along here. So what would I do with passengers from Tillywell Bar, Grill and Rooms? If I merge these two lines, have the alcohol come into this platform. This platform here closest to the town can be used to go pretty much anywhere. I mean, I could go and do a little thing around Old Exley and New Dunstan and Whithead maybe. But there's a lovely line that runs through there that I could put a platform there and a platform there, and maybe a platform there that goes right through those towns, and those towns will build around my stations, and they can have like a little loop thing going on. So maybe I should do that. And I'll do it a 1x7. Oh, do I do a 1x7 that serves both of those towns? They're so close together, and the 1x7 does do both very happily. I think, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? I can do extra then. But then this is a 5, so I'd have to upgrade that to a 7, which is again easy enough. I got no trains coming in there right now, so let's go boom. No, not that. Tillywell was unhappy with me, and now I'm going to have to bribe them. Oh no, I've been caught. I'm stuffed. I can't rebuild that platform. No. That's just the damn you game. see, this is what happens. So what can I do? Well, actually, I believe it was a commenter from a previous video in my previous series. Sorry, I have forgotten your name. You know what? I'm going to look it up. Who was it that made a comment about increasing the town's happiness? There we go. It was JRich797. Thank you for the comment. He said that you can plant trees to improve your standing with the local authorities. So let's go plant some trees. So trees of random type. Boom. Just 10 grand's worth of trees. I don't want trees now. Just now they're poor. Does that mean I'll be able to put my station back in? Was that enough? Yes. Thank you, JRich797. You saved me on that one. Has it remembered the name? So is this now going to be happy? No, I've got to redo the orders for all the trains that had void orders. No big deal, that's absolutely fine. Anyone else? Void orders. Ooh. Was that everyone? Yeah, he's going. To be honest, there wasn't a lot of trains visiting very often here, so it's no surprise that things didn't go so well there. So let's do the merge. We want to do the merge as close as we can. And obviously get the relevant signals in. There we go. So they're now sharing the platform. Got to wait for my alcohol tray to get out of the way. And then I'll remove that. That. And now we've got a passenger platform too. Now, I was going to do a loop, wasn't I? So what should I do first, last, etc.? Don't know. Old Exley could end up having quite a few passengers as it grows. Let's have a look what we can get down at Whitehead. So definitely would be, we used to go over a little bit more. Old Exley and New Dunstan go to Whitehead Sharp Street, which is a very odd name. And that looks like that should just go straight to there, doesn't it? It just looks like that's going to be a thing. Now, do I have it as a loop or one that just bounces back and forth? Well, there's a lot of other towns around here. Let's have it as a loop. We can have it come out to and sort of zigzag its way through this lot and rejoin back around to here. I think that sounds like it wouldn't be a bad thing. I can have it as a one-way signalling and have multiple trains. Obviously, if you watch the previous series, you'll see I've done that before, but I did very small platforms. So this time I'm doing nice large platforms, and hopefully that will mean that I can increase the size of the trains as the demand grows, and therefore keep the passenger numbers down rather than having more and more trains. Just increase the amount you can take in one go. Well, that's my theory anyway. Let's do one there. Now, I don't want this to go down too many hills. So let's just make sure it only goes down the one before rejoining. There we go. Let's have it loop around the back. Oh, Messness don't like me. Okay, Messness, I mean, you don't want a station? I've not done anything to you, have I? I don't know why you'd be so miserable. There you go, look. A quick bribe. Pop a station in. obviously Messness Council have no integrity and accepted a bribe. Slightly, I don't want to say messy loop, but it's a loop nonetheless. Now I've just got to join that. Should I have it come? Was that another? There's a Tilly Way and a Tilly Well. Yeah, Tilly Well and Tilly Way. Okay, fair enough. There's obviously a Tilly involved somewhere there. Stanstock Park. Should I even bother? You're a very small town. You don't even have 1,000 engineers, some of the others. And you've got a bit of a hill thing, so I can't. I'd really like to do something like that, but I can't fit that in there. There's just nowhere good that I could do that, but then it's not really much of a loop because I can't come in from the back. It would have to come in from the front and then back out again. Not the end of the world, of course. I'm just, I don't know, Mark, a bit weird, but we'll do it. It doesn't matter, as they might say in Scotland. There we go. That's a loop. That is a loop. So let's get a couple of depots plopped down in random spots, because it really doesn't matter where they are. So that way trains, if they have problems they need to service, they don't have to go all the way around to find themselves somewhere to be serviced. I'm going to start with this one because I want Tillywell, Bar, Grill and Rooms to be the first station. We will go with, I'll stick with the UU37 just solely for the reliability, and then standard sort of setup, a couple of males, a bunch of passengers. So go to Tillywell, Bar, Grill and Rooms, Whithead, Sharp Street, Old Oxley and Stanstock. Let's get them going. Stanstock Park Woods, Messness Ridge, Tenningdore, Axstoke Common, and then back round to Tillywell, Brill and Rooms. Now, he's quite a long loop. He's going to be gone for a little while. The big question is, how long? How long is it going to take to do this full crazy loop? He's slow to his top speed of 90. There it goes. I mean, this is definitely one of the ones that I would upgrade to electrical as soon as possible. So 21 passengers. Obviously this is going to go very slowly until it gets a dump load of food or alcohol or both. Old Exley, I'm interested to see how that's going to do. Now, Citywell is about to get a load of food, so we should see passengers increase there, which we are. Let's go up to 58. Oh, actually, yeah, it's about the same as Tillywell. Stanstock Park, yeah, there's barely anybody. I'm expecting a lot. Messness Ridge, you should be not a massive amount, but more than Stansted Park. And same with the other two. Let's fast forward through that because we're getting towards the end of the episode. And there's his loop. So his full loop has not got him a profit. But of course it won't do because there are no passengers there yet. So this is his first run with actual passengers to pick up. Wow, look at Old Oxley. It is going for it, isn't it? Whitehead Sharp Street, 46 passengers. Old Oxley, 400. What's my... I can only take 280. Stanstock, 51. More than I thought, actually. Messness Ridge, 107. 74. 113. Yeah, so some quite big numbers. That was after just one loop. I may well need another train already. Or, as I just said, increase the number that each train can take. Let's get... Well, I can't put any other trains on because I don't have any signals down. So let's get the one-way path signal out and put down some signals to force him to go a certain way. Trains generally don't turn around anyway, but should he want to go somewhere, skip a station, go to a depot and then want to go back, he will go against the flow. Now I want to increase the size of the distance between signals so that there is at least 7 spots between each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That way a full train can fit in the gap. Otherwise one train takes up 2 gaps. You don't want that. So that looks pretty good. Let's do this here as well. Just make sure that it doesn't do weird stuff like that. And make sure they're all facing the same way. This one I'm going to remove and I'm going to relocate him manually to there. So there's a train waiting immediately to get in the station once one has left. But I often like to have signals right by the stations. So in this case, this one I'll just leave as it is because there's no point in putting any others. This one obviously can't have a signal here. So he'll have to have a signal there, as close as I can on the exit. And then a train will hold at Old Exley before it goes off to Stanstock Park Woods. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere about there I think we'll do it. Hopefully I should be able to get a full train in there. We'll soon find out. In fact, there should be a train coming. Where is he? Or has he gone by already? He's already gone past. That's me paying attention for you. Let's remove him. On here I'll just put some manually because they're quite short. Straights. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it was going to be there. I was doing that by eye as well before I decided to double check my work. Doubting myself. I'm just going to go to about there. Yeah, that should be fine. And then this nice long straight here. Nice and easy, that one. And then I'm not going to get 2 here, am I? So let's just dump 1 there. That'll do. Cool. So now I've got a nice loop. And I'm going to clone that train. I'm going to wait till he's got a little bit further away. I don't like the trains, you know, just chasing behind each other. I think that guy there just completely and utterly missed it. Ah, yes, that's because he's not going here. He's supposed to be going to Tillywell Bar and Grill, but didn't for some reason. You know what? He came out of that service depot, didn't he? So he must, I don't know why, he must have literally gone through there to get to the depot, and now he's going to have to go all the way around to get back there to reset it. So that's one of the weird things that tends to happen. I was too busy talking about that and forgot to release my train. Again, not the end of the world. They'll end up bunching up anyway. So let's see how the station's all doing. I mean, there's poor numbers. Old Exley's doing good, but the ratings are all going to be pretty poor, aren't they? Poor, mediocre. I mean, I had to bribe Messness Ridge, and now I'm giving them a poor service. So having extra trains is definitely the way to go. I've just got to find one. There's one. Yep, that looks fine. And that's a nice distribution. 1, 2, 3. And I'll get one more ready to go as soon as he gets to maybe Tillywell, or I've left Tillywell. No, he's still around here. When this guy here gets to Tenningdor, I think I will release. There you go. Just to try and split them up a little bit, even out the service. I mean, that's what the TfL do, right? If you've ever been in London on the Underground, they will actually stop trains to try and even out the service, so you don't have a whole bunch of trains coming in at once and then nothing. They try to break it up a little bit. And yeah, I think that's a good place to stop. I mean, it's been a bit of a dull episode, this particular one, but we got some stuff done. We got a bunch of fruit delivered to the distillery. We got the alcohol out of the distillery down to the hotel, and then we got the passengers in and out of the hotel and delivered to the local community, who were not too happy with me, but well, they're there now. So hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much for joining me. Keep coming back. You know, if you like these episodes, give me a like. If you like these episodes and you want to see more or want to follow the series, subscribe, get the bell on to make sure you get the notifications. If you're new to the series and you come in on this episode, click the button here to go back to the first episode. There's the playlist there, so go back and watch them all. There's also the playlist for the first series I did of OpenTTD, which was without FIRS or any other add-ins. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week for another episode.